way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they'll run it on the toss, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. To be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Lions on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, now look at 56. Look at...
They're going to look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now they'll run it on the toss. He juked him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. Especially and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
All right, now look at 56.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McGee. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Leopard!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone,
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. The Lions on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the 4th on the punt fumble. They come up in an offset eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They come out here in the and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Detroit! 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 Gone! 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 Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is third and 3.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. A quick hitter complete. It's Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's McGee. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man on the out route. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught off a deflection. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. On the crossing route, complete. That's Lamb. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Gone!
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. The Bears on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be third and forever. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Now let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Lions on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
I like when birds come out. Sounds like I see it in that.